What's up? This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray. Welcome, happy Friday the 13th. We are doing some Unfuck Yo Friday reads if you need it. Okay. We'll also be doing regular card pulls. You know, if we don't have any Unfuck Yo Friday reads. That's right. Happy Friday the 13th, man. Shimano 5 Piece, man. How you doing, brother? Seven in the building. Don't forget to lick cuddling my bitch. Okay, she's over there. She likes that. The like button. The like button. She likes it. She loves it. All right. My son's 17th birthday is today. Tell him I said happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. We're all set up. Yeah, so in a minute there, we're going to get started. We'll let everybody in. Crystal Ball, what's going on, Crystal Ball? Marsha Klein. Happy Friday the 13th to all y'all. Which is why we're also bringing you this Unfuck Your Friday read. You can get an Unfuck Your Friday read. Read the damn scroll ticker or at the bottom there. This is a comprehensive 5-card read in which we'll cover what bullshit do I need to let go of? What good shit should I focus on? What can I do to make the rest of this day kick ass? How can I treat myself today? And finally, crazy advice to unfuck today, if it's fucked. How have you been in this climate? Hey Claudette, what's happening? This climate, you talking about you talking about with the craziness, like weather? Are we talking weather or are we talking just with people, humanities, and things of that nature? Um it's just funny. I'd be observing shit, you know. I'll be observing shit as I'm pretty sure you do too. Yeah, I don't really understand the question, but oh yeah, okay, that's what I thought you was asking. Yeah. I've been doing great personally. Like I said, I just be back and observe. Like I went online earlier from a coffee shop, and then after I got offline, I was continuing to work on what I was working on. Um, and there was this guy sitting right across from me, some like Indian dude, and I guess he was waiting for somebody. And the guy came over, some white dude, and they were talking business and shit. But before they started all that, the white guy's like, "Hi, are you Ankit or whatever his name was?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I trust you're vaccinated and everything." Hmm? You know, and he's like, "Oh yes, I am. Oh yes, I am." You know, he's like, "Okay, good, good." And I was just like, it caught my attention. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right. I just see a lot of people fucking falling and caving in on the shit, man. And if you did do it, oh well, like I really don't care. It's just the invisible push, you know. It's like if somebody almost has a gun. It almost feels like if somebody has a gun and they're like, yeah, you can't leave. I mean, you can technically walk through that door if you want to, but you will not make it out. I have a feeling. Hey, what's up, Deej? Yeah. DJ, come on in, Lynn B. Yeah. Don't forget, y'all, we're going to be doing some Unfuck Yo Friday reads. If you would like one, please read the scrolly ticker across the bottom there. Okay? That's how you get one. Pick one of these up. Marsha crying. They're trying to force it. Yes, they are. Absolutely. And now I'm seeing people that I'm like totally shocked and surprised that they did it. And you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to judge. I don't even really want to talk about the shit. I'm like way fucking over it. Oh, good. What's up, Michelle? Yeah. I'm like way over it, man. I'm way over this shit, you know? And what I've already been seeing is the divide and how the pressure is going to be on those who don't conform and, you know, shit like that, which is already happening, you know? And right now it's more of an unspoken thing, but you know, but like I said, it's just some people have gotten it, and I'm really just surprised that they actually fucking got it, you know, being that like these, I don't want to say it like this, but like these people know fucking better, but like I'm just like, wow, like you must really need to travel really bad or something, you know, like I don't know. My ex, I don't know why she does that. My ex did it so he could go to Jamaica, and he is one of the biggest conspiracy theorists that I met. No vacation for me so far. You can either go into the fetal position and hope they stop or make them. Yeah, you know? Yep. You have to also do what you got to do like on your own. If you're trying to like get a movement together, fucking good luck with that. I mean, I'm sure there could be something done on that note, but it's always gonna. You don't want to be in a situation where it's like you have this line of people, right? And you're looking to the left, like, you ready? You ready? Okay, let's go. All right, you're the only one that steps forward because that's what the fuck they're gonna do. The rest of them gonna be like, well, I don't know, you know. So you have to just figure out what you can do on your own, you know. That's what I personally feel, and that's what I'm doing, you know. So I'm headed to load my PayPal. Need my Friday unfucked. Right on, Marsha. Hey, y'all, Prophetess Vance. There are actually, though, people fucking shaman in different parts of the world. They're just not having this shit. You look at like France, um, parts of Australia and shit. Motherfuckers ain't having this shit. And I do think that some of these places are also like beta tests. They are, of course, always gauging behavior. You know what I'm saying? So they can somewhat anticipate. They can anticipate what, you know, certain responses are going to be, so they already know how they're going to handle it or whatever. But you know, hey, yeah, it's a whole other thing though. That's probably the one thing that really just kind of like tripped me out though is just like certain people that I would have thought would never, you know, do it, and I was just like, damn, you too. But they say that this path is a lonely path, so it should make no never mind. So it makes me no never mind anyway. You see me, I'm always dolo for the most part. I do actually have friends, a very small circle, but I roll dolo. So I came in alone, I'm gonna leave alone. So that's what the fuck it is. They test the water, then rework the plan. Yeah, exactly. Behavioral engineering. They keep on making the situation worse so they can get people to take that shit. What really baffles me is just the way people just eat up whatever it is that they say on these phones, on the news, on whatever. Like, you're doing this because, and then it's kind of like what they quote, and it reminds me of how, like, for example, Christians will like want to quote the Bible as in if, well, it says it in the Bible. Okay, I get that, but who wrote the fucking Bible? You know, it's just like I don't know I don't know exactly how I'm trying to explain this, but like I'm looking around, and you can really get to feel isolated. You can when you just look around, go outside, go anywhere in public, and just start looking around. Understand and know that if you haven't taken that jab yet, you're probably one of the only ones out there who haven't yet. You know what I'm saying? And once it gets FDA approved, it's going to be mandated. Mandated. Yeah, mandated doesn't necessarily mean force though. You have to read between the lines with the mandate. Individual thinking is almost criminal. It basically is, actually, to be honest with you. And the narrative, the way that they've spun the narrative now, because if it was like an outside person as a threat or a terrorist or something, okay, that's one thing. But being that it's a virus or something, and it's everyone's so concerned, they're pushing on the one button that will always be there, and that's each person's own selfish self-preservation. So they spun the narrative to the point where it's like, now if you just minding your own business and you don't want to take part in this shit, oh, you're guilty too. You know what I'm saying? You're guilty now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting us all in danger. Get that in danger. Blah. Okay. Shit. How's that for some danger for you? Shit. Hey, digging and schmang. So yeah, they're gonna mandate shit, but there's still ways around the mandate. I'm always a threat, but I go under the radar. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like, these cosmetic vaccine cards are gonna be quite the fucking the moneymaker. Although I almost don't even see, like, because so many motherfuckers are just doing it, like you almost. But for those of us who aren't going to be doing that, will not be partaking in that, I guess I'm just not traveling. Sorry, my world tour, got to put it off a little bit. All right. The cosmic shift's already here, Lynn. Cosmic shift's already here. This is all a part of the cosmic shift. It's here already. This shit is here already. Something huge is definitely happening. Yeah, I have to test weekly for work. That sucks. Damn. You mean you have to let them violate your nasal cavity once a week? Being isolated is part of the path. Good luck to those that aren't used to it. But I am truly used to it. I'm just fine with it. You know, ridiculous with the masks already. Yes, because I won't take the poke. Yeah. As I mentioned before, certain people are just, I mean, I know that there are those that are going to hold out as long as they can. Certain people, though, it's going to, for some individuals, it might just be your spirit telling you, hey, it's time to get out of this business and time to move into something else. um Once again, that's an individual choice. It's an individual thing. When you mention that, Deaconess Smacky, that's what reminded me of that. It's a saliva test, but it's still annoying. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, the earth going to give some of these people the shits. That's what I know. Humans are not solitary species. Some aren't, most aren't, but it's going to be what it's going to be. It is going to be what it's going to be. My thing is, look, use all the situations as best as you can, however you can. Find what you can to use from that to benefit yourself. You know what I mean? But some people need to be around other people and shit. Those motherfuckers are going to be the ones to either have to cave. You're going to have to get that XNA, that synthetic DNA. You're going to have to get that. Okay? Or, I don't know. I know a nurse is retiring because she says she's not going to receive bad karma for what they're doing. I wouldn't even be concerned about the fucking karma. What if some of this was to actually, as has been spoke of, separate the soul from, they want. I've heard some interesting concepts, and I'm not saying that I agree with any of them. I'm not saying that they are true. I just think they're interesting because that's the Sag in me. But one of them is, okay, so you get this XNA, this synthetic DNA up in your shit. Who's to say shortly down the line where it's like, well, we own this XNA. So now that you have this shit all up in you, we own you. Because I have also heard how you can own your DNA legally. So if you can do it one way, you could do it the other way too. I just thought that was really fascinating. I posted a meme some time ago from a scientist 100 years ago, where scientists back then were trying to separate basically the soul from the body. So they could have a bunch of fucking automatons, batteries, slaves, to do what the fuck they wanted to do. And you have those here that are obsessed with this fucking planet as if it's the only planet in the only dimension, and they are doing everything they possibly can, but to, I don't know, hey, woo woo. Of course they do. And for the most part, unless you've been on your wake up, you are easily programmable. We all have been, every single one of us has come up under this indoctrination. All kinds of fuckloads of indoctrination. Every single one of us. So, but they're finding that shit's not sticking like they wanted it to, It's not working like they wanted it to, So then I posted some other shit and I'm like, damn, they're just like snitching on themselves 100%. I posted this one thing and it's talking about, there's a guy who's kind of Microsoft-ish. Okay, I'm going to talk code here. He's kind of Microsoft-ish, He would be who the Microsoft guy is, right? And he's talking about the plan and how the plan is also going to have everyone lining up, just handing them their arm, which they are. And you know which one I'm talking about, Deaconess. That movie that came out like in 2020. So if it came out in 2020, it was probably filmed in 2018, something like that. And God knows when it was written. But it was about basically another huge side effect is going to be, what do you call it? Where you can't have kids. They want to be able to halt production, like of babies. It's actually a series. Oh, okay. I gotta check it out. Where is it at? It's called Utopia. But John Cusack is Mr. Microsoft, basically, in this clip that I seen. But they're just straight up just saying it. Like there's not even no code. There's no trying to, read between the lines. There's none of that shit. It's just straight up, just wham. We figured out how to do this shit without killing people. We'll stop the reproduction shit. So the fucking baby shit's gonna come to a crashing halt for the next 3 generations. So we can have some of these people just start dying off, and have our Earth back. Yeah, there you go. Make people sterile. I got it first. Don't understand that. You got it first. Yeah, but no birth, no species, and godly elixir like mine, which shall remain unvaxxed, is going to be a hot commodity too. So, in addition to the way it gets delivered, okay, form, function, everything, the context of it, it's in itself of the godly elixir is going to be. So go ahead and shoot my stock up. All right, shoot it up. They love to hide the truth. Of course, this time, no, they're not even hiding the truth, TV. It's just straight up. That's what I'm saying. They're just straight up like, fuck. So we are going to be doing Unfuck Your Friday reads, because it is Friday the 13th. Read the scrolling ticker on the bottom. You want a Friday, Unfuck Your Friday read? This is how you get it. But yeah, my shit's magical, and it shall remain that. I ain't fucking, yeah, I'm not doing that. See, but like, I don't know. Most people haven't, they've kind of just been L7 all their lives. I've been on many sides of the, like when you live illegal, okay, an illegal lifestyle, I'll say it like that. Ain't none of this shit kind of new. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's going to be tricky is, probably buying groceries and shit like that. How can I see the crowd and be part of it? Exactly. That's exactly how I think. I envision myself like a fucking predator, and I just put my invisible cloak on, and I just fit in. I just fit in. I'm not standing out. I'm not over here protesting. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm just sit. So yeah. But another trap of this is to make it seem like there's nothing that can't be done. And when somebody feels that something can't be done, it can incite a depressive state. People can get depressive. Most people ain't getting depressive, just going out and getting it. Fuck it, here. That's what they're doing. So I'm used to living in the radar. If you ever been a entrepreneur of the narcotic kind, okay, you already know about not having shit in your name and all this other, like, it's nothing new to me. That's why I said, I made this comment. I don't know if I said this online, but I was looking back at my life and I'm like, wow, a lot of this shit has prepared me for right now. Right now. So if you ain't written now, granted, some of the things were a lot easier to do back then than now, but you'd be surprised what you can still do now, so I mean, I'm not a stranger to none of that shit, so it makes me no never mind as far as like I know how to fucking just blend in as best as I can, blend in and just be out the way. That's it. I didn't really plan on getting in there, but Shaman asked me that question, and now here we are, 20 minutes later. Yeah, but it's funny that you asked me that, though, because of what I said, and I look at these little things, these little indicators. Hey, we have a Tutti Frutti here. She wants to get her Friday unfucked, and that's what we're about to do. We're not going to put it in. We're going to take it out. Okay? In this case. Nah, shit. I don't want to hear nothing about it. We're taking it out. We're unfucking. your Friday. All right. So let us begin. But yeah, I also I sent this thing because there's a document called the, what is it called? The gate process of gateway ascension, published by the CIA. And in this document, they talk about how one person who syncs their shit up, who can pierce through that veil, can destroy a whole fucking army. This is coming from the CIA, okay? This is not coming from people wearing tinfoil hats and shit. And it's like, you wonder why they keep an eye on certain people. Best believe they have motherfuckers also, just like they got security guards walking around their high security locations. They have astral security also, and also people looking to see who's flying around. You know what I'm saying? Who's who and what's who. Best believe they do. They're watching just everything. All right, so let's get into it. We have a tutti frutti, okay? A tutti frutti. Tutti frutti, work that booty. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at Tutti Frutti. I'm not gonna say her name. Get on the floor if you got that booty. Okay. The Watchers, yeah. There's a movie, I think it's called Doctor Sleep, but it's pretty dope. It kind of has the same thing, but like people track each other on the astral realm. And of course, if they're tracking you on the astral realm, they can track you here, you know, and it goes into some shit. But yes, the Watchers, but their form of the Watchers. Then there's just the Watchers. One could say there's also the Watchers to whereas that's why they have to basically give the poison and the cure. They have to say what they're doing. It's kind of like you got to play fair. If you can take over this group of fucking sheep of humanities and they don't do nothing, okay then. Because that's their free will. But you're not going to violate the rules. They say, okay. So before they put it extra symbolically, like you got to fucking sit here and decipher what the hell this means and what that means. But now it's just becoming more and more apparent. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. Tutti Frutti, if you are watching, please step to the ShanGO altar. Okay. Go ahead. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, hold, and woo-saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha into the cards. All right. There you go. Okay. So we're going to find out what Tutti Frutti needs to do to unfuck her Friday. I claimeth that thy Friday shall be unfucked. All right. Right, so here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So first off, we're going to look at what bullshit do we need to let go of? What bullshit do we need to let go of? And according to the cards, Miss Tutti Fruity, this is what is coming up there. Now, Spirit is telling me, okay, that at this point in time and in this moment, something that's coming through as far as what you need to let go of You have, see, you have changed. And I think you've kind of been aware of this. You've been changing, right? But there is a certain plan, certain course of action, a certain strategy that you've been having for a while. And when you conceived it, you are no longer that person. However, you're still, because of your need to be consistent, you're still going after this plan. And somehow it is now working against you. So one of the things that we definitely need to let go of first and foremost is this particular, I'm feeling like it's a life plan of some kind, or like maybe it's a goal or something. And of course, accompanying this goal are certain beliefs. I think a lot of these beliefs are also outdated. These are beliefs about yourself and about what is capable, what you are capable of, and so forth. Give me one more clarifying on this shit. Yeah. This may even have something to do with the relationship. Okay? This plan also may include something to do with a relationship. All right? Now, what good shit should you focus on? Aha. I'm so glad you asked. We do have this on your Friday the 13th Unfuck Your Friday read, okay? This is the Jack of Clubs, right? Jack of Clubs, to me, for one, is always on the move. I often get the impression when I see the Jack of Cards that I'm dealing with somebody who has some shit that needs to be expressed, or has their own message or story that would benefit them to share. It definitely always has to do with communication. So whether you're vlogging, whether you're making videos, whether you're writing, something, but there is something within you that needs to be expressed, okay? There is definitely something within you that needs to be expressed. I'm feeling it's more along the lines of the written word, okay? I'm definitely feeling it's running along the lines of the written word or something. One more card on this one. One more card on this one. Clarification with me, please. Don't just leave me like that, okay? What else do you have? Also, talking about your experiences in certain relationships, in certain situations, okay, in which you overcame depression. I feel like somehow, for some reason, you have something to say about that, okay? Now, what can I do to make today, this day, even though for you it's probably later today, there's probably not much of it left, but hey, fuck it. Happy Friday 13th, Gigi. What can you do to make today kick ass? Well, I got a few things that you can do, all right? Numero uno, you can, if you want to get kind of occulty with it, you can have a little party, a little sit down, maybe smoke some tobacco, have a shot with some of your ancestors. I know that you have a male ancestor from your mother's side that has been hanging around you, or they've been watching over you, okay? The other thing you can do today is to, how can I say this? One more card on this also. You know, when you have like emotion, you got like emotions, right? Obviously, you can receive emotions and then you can give them. I'd say today, make it a point to give, okay? Express on purpose, okay? Another thing, are you serious? Another thing too that would make today kick ass is, I'm not saying to argue or fight with anybody by any means, but sometimes just to let somebody know, hey, I know what you said. You know, sometimes I think there's a time and a place for that. Most of the time, I'm more always to the opinion of just like, hey, fuck them. Unless you want to get in, some type of a situation. But if you can be cool about it and not get your own emotions in it, sometimes just to let somebody know. But what would really make this thing a kick-ass is, like I said, to express your emotion, especially if that emotion can help to alleviate somebody's worry. All right. Even if it's like, hey, you're gonna be okay. Think about it. You know, you done been through worse, right? You know, so whatever. All right. So, how can I treat myself today? All right. Give me one more card on this shit. How can Tutti Frutti treat herself today? Well, like I said, I don't know where you're at. It's probably you know what I think you need right now, though, too? I think you need a scalp massage. That's what I think you need. I don't know why. I just feel like that. All right. But this was your card. All right. So I don't know if that's an option for you, but what you can do is you can also celebrate your upcoming prosperity, upcoming wealth. For some reason, I don't know why they're saying, I'm hearing treat yourself to like some ice cream, like some good ice cream. Okay. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't even know if you like it. For all I know, you might be lactose intolerant. Okay. I'm creating a bomb by telling you this. Okay. I don't know. All right. But it's a small way. But what it's going to do is also help to change your mind. It's not just the going for the ice cream, but it's the intention behind it. Okay. I think in the smallest way, you need to exercise your ability to feel wealthy. Okay. Because you are. And now finally, advice to unfuck today. Advice to unfuck today. Spirit is saying there's something that you had either planned to do today, knew you should do today, but you didn't. Okay. So my advice is off the top with this. And this takes a little bit of actual, like really actually thinking about this shit, really meditating on this, right? Ask yourself, what did you get from you not doing it? Besides feeling fucking guilty and all that, that's not going to do anything. That's just going to make it stick. That just glues the problem or the issue to you. The whole guilt thing. It's really a waste of time. You know, it's a waste of your time. But there is something that you got out of it today. Maybe you did something today and you're like, Howard, why did I do that? Or why didn't I do that? I knew I had to do this and I didn't. You know, the answer is because you're getting something else out of it. There's a hidden gain here. And if you could figure out that hidden gain, you could make a deal, a pact with yourself, to whereas you can still get the same thing, but y'all can move forward in the direction that you want to go. Henceforth, you wouldn't be fucked, and you wouldn't need to be unfucked. Quinetha Watson, how are you doing? And that has been your Unfuck Your Friday reading, Tutti Frutti. I hope you get that. I hope you receive that in the name of Jesus. Glory be to God. All right. So, anybody else would like an Unfuck Your Friday reading? Read that ticker right there. Stop being a fucking cheapskate and get you one. Okay. Unfuck Your Friday. Okay. It's Friday the 13th. It's only $13. Okay. Now, if there's not in between these unfucking your Fridays, that's got me doing a lot of unfucking, okay? But in between a lot of that unfucking, I'll also be doing gratis card pools because it's Friday the 13th. Man, shit. Okay. Claudette Bradley, testimony, time and some ice cream sounds good to me. Yeah. Do it with intention. Do it with intention. That's what I'm telling you. Do it with intention. Don't just mindlessly do it. That's how you can magicalize anything. You stay aware, you stay present, and you put that intention behind what you're doing. If you're about to eat some food, you bless the food. If you drink some water, you bless the water. I think you understand what I'm saying. Normally you're on when I'm in bed. Okay, so if you like a card pull, just one spirit card, I don't know what's going to come through. You could show your hand and I'll pull you one. If you want an Unfuck Your Friday, like the Tutti Fruity, okay, you just follow that scrolling ticker across there. It leads right to that PayPal.me/ShanGO Ray. All roads lead there. Okay, Gigi, I seen your little hand right there, so we're gonna give Gigi her a little spirit card. All right. I'm sorry, Quinitha, I don't have a Cash App. All I have is the PayPal.me. And that's scrolling across your screen right here at the bottom. It's the only text that's moving. So there it is. All right, Gigi. Okay. Card for Gigi. Card for Gigi. A Friday the 13th card. What's a Friday the 13th card got to do here? Oh. And you have this. You got this. Yes. Gigi, I feel someone is going to offer you some kind of work or job. Usually that's not what I'm getting with this card, usually. But for some reason, for you, that's what I'm getting. Spirit is saying, hey, either it's a job or it feels more, it could be also an opportunity. You've been kind of wanting an opportunity, a break from the norm. I feel like you've been also kind of feeling like you're stuck in a rut and you're like, yo, I just need like a break. I need something like I need something, Well, that something is going to come, okay? Now, do not be Atala, absolutely, thank you. Do not be sitting there like just looking for it, but be aware, and when it comes, it'll be like a little alarm. You're gonna know it, okay? Hey, J-Lo, what's happening, J-Lo? Yeah. Do you understand, Gigi? Okay. Next hand I see, you get a card. If you want just a spirit card pull, such as I did for GGK. Quinitha Watson with the $5 super sticker. Yeah. Did you have a really brief question? Because I'm usually not doing them for the 5, but since it's Friday the 13th, I will honor that. I'm not going to do a Friday the 13th of Unfuck Your Friday because that's not fair to anyone who's purchased an Unfuck Your Friday. Okay, so we're gonna keep it copacetic. But if you do have like a very quick question, I can maybe answer that. If you do have one, I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe that was just generosity. Okay, maybe that was some generosity. Let's see what we got. Who else would? Oh, woo woo! I see a card for woo woo, and I can't wait, man. Just seeing that season 2 of that Wu-Tang shit coming on in September, and I'm about that. I am all about that. Oh wow, shit, Deaconess, you are too fucking kind, Deaconess. Somebody need to shut that goddamn baby up. I would just send love. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Miss Watson, I send Uber love back to you. All right. And you know what? May that be multiplied 1,000 times starting today. All right. So woo. Woo, 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 woo. All right. You know, I got to hit her off with the song, right? I can't you woo, woo, woo. All right. So let's see, first of all, though, since I had picked you, but I just happened to see the deaconess here popping up. All right. She doesn't want to unfuck your Friday. She has something else. Wow. Okay. So let me just do woo only because I said, and then we'll get right to you. All right. So woo woo, what you got? What you got for woo woo? It's a spirit card. Just a spirit card for woo woo. Huh. I think you kind of know already what this might be about. Woo woo. I'm seeing a change in work. Hey, the principle, philosophy of purpose. I swear that's like a tongue twister on that shit. Shout out to the principle, philosophy of purpose. Yeah. Okay. So woo, you have the 5 of spades. Okay. I see like a, you know what? I don't know. I keep feeling like either you're going to get moved for work. It's either like you're going to get moved for work. There may be a promotion. But I also feel like you may have a change of mind about it to where you may lead. I don't know. You might decide to go somewhere else. You may decide to go somewhere else, or you might start thinking about it. Okay. But shit is definitely moving and kinetic around your work life. All right. Yeah. So I don't know. I keep getting something about like a yeah. I feel like you might change. Like you've been thinking about it before, but now it's like you're like, I don't know, man. You know how you can think about some shit fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? But then there's that moment where some shit just fucking snaps inside of you. And now the shit's real. You know, thinking about putting my degree to use since I'm in the hospital in my own life. There it is. I'm actually getting a really good feeling about that. I think you're actually being kind of nudged. I think spirit's kind of like trying to nudge you, you know. Pretty soon it's gonna be like, you know. But yeah, I've been putting in work, baby. Yeah, I think it's time though. I just see a change in your work. Like things are gonna need. You're changing, so things are gonna change, man. You know. Thank you, Prophetess Vance. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get into it with and for our very own Deaconess Mackie. What does Spirit see with my current job situation? Okay, so go ahead and approach the Shangorian altar there, Miss Mackie. Okay, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for a second. And go ahead and woo-saw out your Deaconess hoo-ha into the cards. All right, let's create that space for whatever needs to come through right here, right now. All facts, no cap. What is coming up with this job situation? What is coming up with this job situation for the, what is coming up? Happy Friday 13th. Now, you are absolutely welcome, Woo Woo. Happy Friday 13th. Happy Friday 13th. Wait, what does that say? I be feeling guilty about coding COVID patients. Wow. Yeah, if there starts when you start having that internal struggle with something, you either reconcile the struggle or it's a clear sign and it's time to change something. Okay, so what is going on with what is going on with that job out there? Show me the truth. Let me peer into the situation. What's going on with this job out there? What's going on for the job as far as Adele is concerned? All facts. What's going on here as far as the job is concerned? Ashay. What do we have? Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay. For one, what it's looking like it's even going to come down to more. I think this is going to happen on an interpersonal level between you and the organization that you work at, as well as maybe even possibly a group forming or something within the job. Okay. I see a power struggle going on. Okay. And what sparks off, of course, we know a lot of what some of this has to do with. You have told me about some of the things that have happened and the attitude of people there. And you know what I would say actually too? Be thankful in a way that you live where you live, because the attitude, the people are still actually somewhat thinking for themselves to a degree. They're not just rollovers. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people are just like doormats. They're just rolling over. They're just laying down. In the sales world, we call it a lay down. It's just a lay down. So I could see though that there is going to be more situations coming up which are really going to have you pondering or considering, because it's going to weigh heavily on you mentally. There may be a lot of other different factors and variables to consider. Okay. Now, I do see you though, somehow, I think this is going to be also because of things you're doing outside of the job. Okay. But, well, let me show you. This was the power struggle also that I was talking about. Where's it at? Right here. Boom. Okay. Now, what I see happening, okay, is and it's kind of a shame in a way, because it's like I feel to some degree that also there will be some positive things also about you being said. Like something's going to also develop in a job where it's going to be like you're able to kind of stick out more, or people are going to say, hey, Della, she's really killing it there. Hold on real quick. But I see something. I don't know if this is actual manager or if this is like the management structure of the organization that you work at. But it looks to not be cool. Hold on. Like, and it's funny because I see you starting to like excel at your job. I don't know if you've been picking up anything else, or what you're doing there, but for some reason I feel like positive words about you and your performance are going to abound, especially. Um, you might have more people also staying home. I don't know if people are going to be working remote or doing that shit. Um, give me some clarification on this King of Spades here. Give me some clarification on this King of Spades. A Jack of Clubs. That's it? That's what you got? Oh, fuck. Wow. Two Jacks. For clarification, 11-11. So what I see here, it feels like, honestly, there may be somewhat of a tyranny. Feels like it starts from the top down, right? From the highest to the, to wherever you're at on the ladder. You know what I'm saying? I picture you more like on the ground floor, like you're one of the ones who goes and interacts, people, gets their hands dirty. Then you got like other management who don't ever talk to anybody, see anybody. and shit like that. But I feel like this also has more to do also with some type of law or something they're trying to press forward. Okay. So even though you're doing good and stuff, and word has been getting out, I see that also happening within the next, what, I don't know, 30 to 60 days or something like that, involving you. For some reason, this is involving you. All right. But there's this shit. And I do feel like these feel like more like some type of enforcements, maybe possibly mandates as well. Like I said, mandates is not necessarily them forcing you, but it's pretty damn close. The job is what they're pressing. Okay. So this is making sense to you. Half the office works from home. Half the office works from home. Okay. No, we was talking about the traffic that's going on and doing car readings. Yeah. But yeah, so part of the clarification though, I once again, I do strongly feel that a whole part of your whole new life, it's not going to be around this job. I can tell you that honestly. I got to be 100% with you, even if you try and make it stretch out and try and last there as long as you can. It may be at your expense. Okay. I feel that, fuck. I feel that there's also a spiritual component here, as indicated with 1111 for you personally. I don't know about your coworkers. I don't know about any of them. Okay. In some ways, like, fuck them. This is about you. Okay. So, yeah. Now, there's, what I feel too is there's, how can I explain this? Because a lot of shit's rushing in. And this may not happen like in the next 30, 60 days, but it's going to be close enough up the road where you're going to need to maybe start considering things now. Okay. Like to the point where you can get in trouble if just somebody says something. I get that from this card. This to me feels like a snitchy, you know, hey, she doesn't have her snot credentials. She didn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like if you're not testing, I don't know what other reasons could arise that you could start getting in trouble for. Okay. As another way of them kind of trying to lean on, because I do feel like it's going to get governmental, governmental. Okay. Mind control. All right. So yeah, but what stuck out to me though, as far as the clarification, is in a way, I think things at the job are going to start turning out in a way where you are your fam. I have to be honest with you. I feel like they're going to get to a point where it's like either your back's going to be against a wall and you're going to cave, or there will be another doorway. The 1111 is a doorway that opens up, and they're like, hey, we're here. Come here. But no one can make you go. No one can make you. So it's going to eventually, it's going to come down to some shit. It's going to come down to a choice for you. But the journey up to that point is, I don't feel like it's going to be like this, like next month. Okay. So we're looking at a little bit of time, but yeah, I just think that you're meant for something bigger now, especially at this point in your life. It's like you're at one of these now or never points. And if you're not there yet, technically you're sure approaching there. You're not just here for that. Does that make sense? We have to wear a mask when not in our individual office and have to keep door closed. I'm working on that. I don't want to be there forever. Okay. Well, as long as you're making steps to it, and whatever that means, I'm working on that. I don't exactly know what that entails, but I've been feeling that. Okay. Good. Well, let this also be a confirmation too from what seemingly seems to be outside. that your confirmation is absolutely correct. I mean, what you're feeling is absolutely correct. It is going, you are headed, there's no mistake about it. You are absolutely headed to that fork in the road. And I do understand how that can be terrifying, scary sometimes. You know, it's like you're in a boat and you're like, I'm really going to walk on this water? Yup. And then you start walking on the water 1 foot at a time. You're like, holy shit, like I'm fucking walking on water. Like I never thought, and then you fall in the water. You know, so, but you can do it. And as long as you meet spirit halfway, you're going to find that out. You know, this is going to be one hell of a journey. And you're going to look back at these times and say, I am so glad that I did. Because it's getting to the point where if this place wasn't like sucking your soul out and not in the way that you like it, okay, it's going to. All right. Oh, someone wants to get unfucked. But hey, I thank you very, very much, Deaconess Mackie, with everything. You know what I'm saying? So any way that we can assist you, you already know. Plus, we have some things in the works, so like you're gonna be just fine, okay? But they're telling me also tell you not to freak out, okay? Because sometimes you can look at the whole scope of things and kind of start to freak out in your fucking inside, okay? Don't. We're not gonna do that. All right. So one step at a how you eat an elephant? How do you eat an elephant? Okay, that's right. One bite at a time. Okay, you got it. All right. So let's get to some Susan Hernandez business. Okay, we're going into the Hernandez business right now. All right. And Susan Hernandez wants to be unfucked. Okay. So we're not putting it in, we're taking it out. All right. Absolutely. Once again, Miss Deaconess Smacky, it's my pleasure, it's my honor. I've seen a lot of that with you though. Like for you, I guess you could say. Like you when you really, as you open up and start really tapping into your gifts and shit, uh yeah, that's gonna be like when you think of your time there, it's almost gonna be like thinking of a past life. Watch. Okay, so Miss Hernandez, what's going on? What's going on, Miss Hernandez? What's going on, Miss Hernandez? Talk to me for Miss Hernandez. How can Miss Hernandez unfuck her Friday? I don't know where she's at. Okay, I don't know where she's at. I'm getting tired of seeing this card pop up. Shit. This one particular card, you'll know it when you see it, okay? All right. Yeah, yeah. All right. So first off, what bullshit, Mr. Hernandez, do we need to let go of? Okay? What bullshit do we need to let go of? All right. Now I know you're here somewhere. You're amongst those 8 eyes watching. I can see 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of them here. So there's also maybe a lurker or two. Uh-oh, somebody clicked out. They got scared. He can see me. Oh. All right. Yeah. So here we go. Number one, I think it's time to shake off. This feels like there seems to be some like heavy emotions, dare I say. I would say like lately, maybe even today, in fact, you have almost felt kind of like depressed a little bit. This feels very heavy to me. And maybe it was brought about by a certain change of heart in something. All right, so let me get a little clarification here. Okay, just a little clarification. Let me get to clarification in the unfucking of Susan Hernandez. Okay. Yeah, you'll be all right. For some reason, also too, as far as in regards to what bullshit you need to let go of, I just got this right now too. You need to be careful who you're listening to, because for some reason I feel like also you heard something today that really fucked with your mood. Okay. Now, of course, yes, we want to get to a place where it doesn't matter necessarily what we hear. We're in control of our shit. Okay. But in the meantime, in between time, I feel like you need to be careful who you're listening to. All right. You may be about the chisma and shit like that, but I feel like you got some news today or something happened today. You heard some shit today. All right. Also. Okay. But what we need to do is get out of this. I feel like this little emotional funk. I feel like there's an emotional funk going on here with you, Miss Hernandez. All right. Now, what good shit should I be focused on? Can you give me another clarification on this shit? I'm tired of seeing this card. I'm fucking tired of seeing this card. What is this? All right. Hey, Susan Hernandez Zeus. This okay, yeah. I'm doing your thing right now. Loving life. What's happening? So what's some good shit that I can focus on? Okay. So the way this is gonna go, the first thing that came to mind here is they're telling me to tell you to there's something that's coming up that you could actually focus on. Like, man, I almost went left when I ended up going right. Like, thank God I didn't go left. You know, that's just an example because I don't know what it is for you, but there was something that came up was like, man, that could have been me. You know, maybe it was just a choice or something like that. But this definitely also has to do with you and making a particular choice, decision, or action that would have affected how you felt about yourself. You know, were you gonna play yourself cheap? Like I feel like it was a situation where you could have played yourself cheap, but you chose not to. All right, that's what I'm getting. So they're saying one way to kind of get rid of, shake this, whatever this heavy emotional shit going on here. And another thing that's coming through with this, there's like a false belief attached to this too, talking about why does this always happen to me? I feel like I've heard you say that in your head today about something. And that's a faulty question because any question you ask has an answer to it, right? So if you was to ask something like, why am I so stupid? Like your mind is going to find an answer. Well, it is because X, Y, and Z, like no matter what you ask. So the point is to ask better questions also. All right. But this is kind of like the counter proof to this, whatever this shit is, or the reason that you're feeling this. Okay. I don't know if this is making sense to you. I'm pretty sure it will though. Okay. So so you could also say, hey, well, you know what? No, I am a strong person. You know what? I could have played myself cheap here, but I didn't. You know. So that's a good point. Remember, you want to really be careful and choose what you focus on. Literally. Okay. Literally. All right. So what can I do to make this day kick ass? Okay, give me another card here for this. And you might as well make it you might as well. I'm gonna treat myself today. All right. Okay. What can I do to make this day kick ass? I don't know. Do you want to move or something, man? Miss Hernandez? I feel like you may be wanting another home or something. These are the cards that I got as far as what can I do to make this day kick ass. Now I don't know what time zone you're in. I don't know how much of this day you actually have left. All right, but one thing that I'm seeing here though, because to me this also feels like I'm rich, bitch. So in addition to I don't know, uh, this is also about feeling rich. But for some reason, when I got this card, I feel like um you may want to go by certain places. Sometimes at night is cool. You know, you can't go inside, but like if you are wanting to move, you may want to go look at one or two places. Like just even from the outside, just go by and check it out. You know, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't even know if you want to move. Maybe you're happy where you're at. I don't know. I have this feeling though that you feel like you want to move or something, or yeah, I don't know where this is coming from. Okay. Another thing here too, um, they're showing me also how you, I guess I'll say it like this, and this sounds corny, but give it a shot, okay? Give it a shot. No, it's just ShanGO Ray. It's just ShanGO Ray. PayPal.me/ ShanGO Ray. They're showing me like about, you know, taking some time out also just to uh really actually meditate on what you can be thankful for, even if it's one thing. It's better to really, really, really meditate on it, like as far as just like, wow, I actually have this, or wow, you know, I could be at the side of somebody that I love's hospital bed right now. Sometimes that's even worse than when something's happening to you because there's nothing you can do about it, you know. But you know, whatever it is that you can truly feel thankful for, almost to the point where you may even evoke a tear or two in your eye. You may start get to feel a little sentimental or something like that. Like that's another way. Okay. And conversely, that's also going to bring about, I feel, maybe even a surprise manifestation of money. That wouldn't be the reason to do it, but I'm just saying, like, so how can I treat myself today? So give me another card for this. And then finally, advice, the last advice. All right. Um, treat yourself today. Huh, okay. You know, one way that you can, I don't know if you still have I don't know what your relationship is with your father. I don't know if your father's here. I don't know if he's not. Okay, if he is here, I would say one way you can treat is give yourself a call. Enjoy your like if you can. This has something to do with your father. Okay. Hey, Tanisha Renee, what's happening? So, something about with your father, even just to be able to express something to that, like that somehow could be a treat for yourself. I don't know. I don't know how or why. That's what's coming up as far as that goes. Now, as far as advice to unfuck yourself today, I think the question is what to divorce yourself from. Anything that makes you feel less than, it's time to kind of divorce yourself or at least feed it with a very long spoon. And we should start doing that shit today. Okay? Anything that makes you feel less than or jealous or whatever, you have to take a hard look at that. Okay? Because it's really affecting you. All right? So that in essence is how you will be able to unfuck your Friday today, Miss Hernandez. I'm very curious about this thing with your father though. Like I like because it's kind of confusing. All right. If you have a side poppy, all right, you want to treat yourself with that too. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna mix these cards up. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go back. How far are we going back? Way back. All right. Fear. Who is that? Oh shit! Another unfuckable. We got some unfucking. We got some serious unfucking to do here. All right. Susan Hernandez, I hope, it's my intention that makes sense for you. Okay, now you will be able to replay this. So if you need to go back to it, you can always go back to it. All right. What time is it? Okay. I got about 20 more minutes. Maybe, yeah, about 20 minutes. All right. Iris. She said, "Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. No." Well, you know who you are. She needs to get unfucked. Okay? She needs to get unfucked. And she's coming to the right one. All right? Because that's what we're doing today on this Friday, this day of Venus. We are unfucking you. Okay? On this day of Venus. Sometimes the taking it out, though, can be a bad. Sharing is caring. You take it out to share. Then you put it back. Okay? Then you put it back in. All right. So, now, go ahead and approach the Shangorian altar. Go ahead and give me some of that. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. All right. Hold it at the top. That's right. Go ahead and just let it out. Release all of that. Let it all out. Yep. Make a space for whatever needs to come through right here. In whatever way you need to get unfucked. All right. So, let's see here. On this Friday the 13th, the Friday of all Fridays, the only Friday the 13th this year. Did you know that? I didn't know that. But our resident J-Lo, yeah, she said, absolutely, Susan, you are absolutely welcome. Thank you. She let us know that, though. She said this is the only Friday the 13th. The only one. The only one. Okay, so let's go. All right. I'm fucked. How can I unfuck now? How can we unfuck now? How may Nell be unfucked right now? Nell Solar says no. Am I wrong in that? Am I wrong in that this is the only one? Am I wrong in that? Is there another Friday the 13th? Because other than that, I'm not wrong. No. Okay. Well, I was gonna say yes, okay, because you're going to receive this unfucking. Okay. So, all right. Well, bullshit I need to let go of. What good shit should I focus on? What can I do to make the day kick ass? And how can she treat herself today? All right. And finally, just unconventional advice to unfuck her Friday. No, I didn't know. Oh, okay. We're like, no, yes, no. What do you mean? You're like, no, I didn't know that. Okay. All right. So, no. No. So what bullshit do I need to let go of? Okay, number one, you're good. You're good, prophetess. Yeah. Okay, so now, look, what do we need to let go of here, huh? First of all, what's coming through to me is there's some like anger that really needs to be let go of also. But I feel this is also mixed up with like somebody that you're fucking fighting with. Somebody that's like, I feel like there's a situation. This could maybe even be work related as well. You may have several situations in which you find yourself like, fighting. This seems almost could be borderlining on like abuse to some degree, you know? Okay, now hold on real quick. What is this? This is the cutter card. I don't need that. All right. Let me see. Give me another clarification card here as far as on this. What bullshit does Nell need to let go of? You know what I'm saying? What's the bullshit? What else we're talking about? Yeah. What? There may even be an air sign or a friend. I don't know. I feel like you've been fighting a lot. To me, this feels like fighting. Like fighting, like to the point where maybe even like shit, you almost wanted to throw some blows or something like that, like fighting, you know. And I'm seeing another woman. I don't know if this is a friend. I don't know if this is the other woman, another woman. I don't know who this is. She could be an air sign. Okay, she could be a Libra. She could be a Levy. I don't know. Okay, but number one of the things we need to do is get out of this fucking zone. Being here too much, being in this zone too long is not good for you. Okay, so I don't know where this aggravation to the point where it's like I don't know, like you getting into some type of a situation where there's like a physical altercation. Um, you might be the one to like turn into a physical altercation, because of this. All right. Um, so what good shit should you focus on? Okay, what good shit should you focus on today? All right. I don't know how close to home this one was for you today. It could also just be showing up because it's like, since this is an unfucking of all unfucking, right? It's coming up, right? No, just defending myself from my fam. This is why I cut them off. Okay. Then, yeah. So this is also to me then speaking too of that, you can cut them off. That's fine. Whatever. But just don't walk around with the resentment. I'm sure you have a lot of the conversations playing in your head and shit like that. Like, it's time to let go of that type of shit. Okay. I finally start setting boundaries. Okay, good. Congratulations on that. All right. So what good should I focus on? Okay. Spirit is telling me off the bat, it's time to kind of take a little inventory of all the good shit that you have right now, that your family may not be, they may see you in a certain way, but like this is the time I think today also to give yourself props. I'm talking about if you're, they may call you selfish, they may call you this, they may call you that, but no, you turn that shit around and say, you know what? Hold on real fast. So give me another card. This. Give me another card on this. What is this other card? What is this other card? Hmm. Okay, so this was the clarification type of card. But to me, honestly, this is about building new ideas. Not necessarily new. Okay, this is about acknowledging what's already there. Just because they can't see it or they choose to see what they want to see about you, this I think what the good shit to focus on must come from you. All right, we'll go over there and kick that kid's ass. Um, yeah, but this is the time I think you need to really seriously. I know this sounds corny, but believe you me, and you may even want to look in the mirror. I don't want to get corny with it, but like I know it sounds corny, but it's fucking effective sometimes. It's almost like a pep talk for yourself, you know. But it's a pep talk based on real shit, you know, how you are resilient. Okay, you haven't maybe had a lot of the help in certain others, but you still managed to do whatever you needed to do. You know, you need to take some time out, give yourself some roses, pat yourself on the back. Okay. Okay. Are you finished yet? Jesus Christ. Okay, so what can I do to make this day kick ass? Miss work. No. I'm too good. I carried responsibilities that were not mine and decided to stop it financially, and my brother got mad because he doesn't want to contribute. I've done it. Yeah, exactly. Well, they knew that you were susceptible to that shit then. But now you're starting to wake up to a lot of this shit, so that's henceforth where the boundaries are starting to come in at, you know? So as far as what you can do to make this day kick ass, let me get another clarification card on this. What else? What else is this? What else is this? What else we got here? Huh? You know, I feel like in some ways it's like also be sneaky for yourself. Like I don't know, for one, I'm feeling like I mean, obviously the date's probably already over with where you're at, okay? But like, don't be afraid to leave certain. You don't got to tell people everything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't need to know everything. You can almost kind of, you know what? Spirit is also saying, embrace your trickster side. The trickster side can be kind of mischievous, you know, like that inner child, but at the same time, kind of mischievous and shit too. You know, so now would be a kind of time to do something like that. Okay, you might want to give yourself a little kick. I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how. I don't know in what way. All right, but you might want to do something mischievous. I think it may be time. There's something in there for you, is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily about the mischievous act. It can be something small, could be any whatever. I don't know, but like, you know, it's like, hey, are you busy? Can you help me with this and that? It's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And lie, just fucking lie, you know, or whatever. Just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I did today. That's what I'm talking about then. We in sync then, girl. And I'm not talking about the boy band, all right? Okay, so number 4, how can I treat myself today? You know what I bet you've also done too? I have a feeling that you probably also used to like to read. Maybe you've gotten a little busy and shit like that, but they're saying get into a nice good book also today. All right, get into some nice good book, or you know, like you said, today is about you investing in yourself. That's the first thing that came up into my mind because I feel like for some reason it's not that you're reading because you have to. It's like something that you really, really enjoy. You can get lost in it. You know, maybe it's been a while since you've done that because you've been so busy with everybody else's shit. Yeah, or don't even answer the damn phone. You know, I did that today with a call. Yeah, well then where are you? Then you're doing it already. You already know what's going on. Okay. One more. Let me get one more card for this. One more card for this. You should treat herself today. Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing you like in a bathtub with a book, just chilling. Maybe I don't know if you smoke weed or have some wine or whatever. Like just chilling. You know, not vegging out in front of a TV. For some reason, I feel for you, it's like I don't know, go on a journey inside your mind by reading. You know, or whatever it is, something like that though that you enjoy. All right, maybe it is also watching a movie or something. I don't know, but it's all for you. Advice to unfuck today. Oh man, we got that Joker action coming up here. I'm going to take a spa bath now. Oh, there you go. Shit, look, we locked in on O'Neill here. She came in with the yeah. We're going to confirm this unfucking. Okay, this unfucking is confirmed. All right, so advice to unfuck today. This is coming through kind of tricky. Give me one more card with this. Give me one more card with this. This is once again that trickster energy again. Okay. I would say also this is kind of unrelated to me, but anybody throwing any shit at you because you're not bowing down to what they want you to do, let it be returned to them. It's plain and simple. That's just one thing. You can just, put that out there. Okay, now with the spa bath. Yeah. So, all right. Um, one more card with this. What is this? Okay. Now, there's something else going on with you now. All right. There's been like a decision kind of simmering, bubbling, okay, that you've been having. You have to make it at some point in time. Actually, you don't. You can choose not to if you want to. But what the advice to unfuck today is, even if you don't have to do all of this today. I'm saying today is more about you. You're chilling. But I feel like there's something else. It feels kind of like a leap of faith. But you know what? I'm going to make this decision. So, part of making this decision may be I go online to see, let's just say it's going somewhere, right? I'm not saying that's what it is, but let's say it's going. Okay, how much for the fucking plane tickets? I'm gonna start preparing, like, cause I'm doing this shit. Like, I'm doing it. Or how much to sign up for that class? Or how much for, or whatever it is. You get what I'm saying, okay? You could take a leap of faith in kind of increments, I guess you could say. All right. But there's a certain decision. Either I go left or I go right. Either I'm going to stay or I'm going to go. And it's kind of been floating around and it hasn't really left you alone. And you're going to feel so much better when you finally like, hey, you know what? Boom. I'm going to look to see apartments. I was looking into a class earlier. Okay. All right. So, okay. Then proceed with doing that. All right. Look into that class and, you know what I'm saying? Go see apartments. Even if you're just doing a drive-by at night, like I said. There's something about that with me that's magical. Like, yeah, you can't go in and maybe look at it, but you can kind of go upstairs or you can go wherever. I don't know why I said upstairs, but you can kind of look through the window. You see, like, oh, yeah, that's where I'd have my table right there. There's my table. My table's going to go right fucking there. Yeah. Yeah. So that has been your unfucking, okay? We're unfucking. All right? Just got unfucked. All right. Now hit that spot. Yeah, go online to look. There you go. I washed with 5 orange afterwards. I took them to the creek. There you go. All right. My sister and I do that with houses. Absolutely, now. Thank you. It's been a pleasure, okay? I have something here from a Michelle Riddell, an upcoming birthday girl. Let's see what she say. What do you say, huh? Okay. So, Michelle, were you wanting to ask a question, or did you want to get on? You want some of this unfuck action? I worked in real estate, huh? Okay, here we go. Question. What does Steven think of me personally and professionally now, and what is the future? Okay. I see you, Michelle. Put your shit right there. Highlight your shit. What does Steven think of me personally and professionally now? Didn't you ask about the Steven fellow before? Put that back up there. All right. Okay. New comment. Don't want a last name. Don't want a last name. I put my question here. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. Don't want a last name. All right. Okay, so go ahead and approach the Shangorian altar, Michelle. Okay. So let's see here. Take a nice deep breath in. Okay. And now let it out. Let's make a space for whatever needs to come through, especially for your question in regards to this Stephen character. What? Oh, shit. Okay, so how does Stephen think of Michelle personally and professionally now? How does Stephen think of Michelle personally? How does Stephen think personally and professionally? Only the truth with this, okay? How does Stephen tapping into fucking Stephen's ass, huh? How does Stephen? How does Stephen? How does Stephen think? How does Stephen think about Michelle personally? All right, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa, son of a bitch. Do you want to see? All right, I'll show you. Look at this shit. Warfields. Charcot. I didn't need this last name this time. You know? What you got? Okay. Follow lines. This is like one of the first times live that I've had a 888 pop. I think you should know. Now let me look through these real fast here. Show. Okay, so professionally, I think that he does view you as like he does view you as an asset. I feel like he also admires the way. To me, I feel like you can also handle several different things at once. Okay, and I think he's like, wow, you're pretty good at this shit. Oh no, the audio again. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't want to waste these precious words. Not one. Can you hear me now? No, you cannot hear me? Well, you're just gonna have to listen. Like, you're gonna have to fucking have the phone like this. I don't know why. You know what? I noticed that after like an hour and some change, it starts to do this. And it's not my phone because all my data, I just paid my bill like the other day. So all my data is like up. So I don't know what it is. It's this StreamYard shit. Tap it. It's not my phone. My phone doesn't do this. Yep, 69 minutes now. Yeah. I noticed that after about an hour, it does this shit. I don't know why, but it does. It's something to do with this StreamYard. Watch, tomorrow I'll go live without the StreamYard, and it doesn't ever do this shit. Now in and out. It sounds like it's trying to clear up. It ain't my phone. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, so I'm going to be kind of close to the phone, so you're just going to have to listen. It worked. All right, so you say. Anyways, professionally, I feel like he's looking at you like, hey, yeah. I feel like he sees potential. He sees how you could be an asset to him or whatever it is that you guys are doing. I don't know what you guys are doing. Okay, but I will say this. He even feels like, you know what, Michelle is somebody that I feel I can talk to. I feel like she listens to me when I talk to her. Okay. However, for some reason, I feel like there's a bit of a power struggle sometimes between you two in some way. Even if it is it's not like out in the open. It's kind of like to me it feels like a passive aggressive kind of thing at times. All right. Give me something else on. And that one. And that one. Wow. Okay. So he's a trainer, horse racing. Oh, well, personally, I feel he has some emotional blocks that would stop him from developing on a more personal side or developing in a way that you would like on a more personal side. I'm assuming that you want old Steve to develop some personal, you know, doesn't like it when others are right. Hey, Mia May, what's happening? Yeah, so I could see kind of that you have to have a certain kind of psychology to get like really good at what you do. And I feel like he's probably known to be pretty good at what he does too, to the point where he can be kind of an asshole. Okay. Now, this is also too, I feel like you guys must be butting heads too then when it comes to certain things. Cause I know you do something with horses, right? And obviously he's a trainer. So I'm sure there's been times where there's like that passive aggressive kind of thing where it's like you guys know you're not on the same page. Yeah. Do you have like the hots for this guy or something? Or is he like your boss? Because I feel like with him, he doesn't know he's better with horses than he is with people. A little bit. He is my boss. Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes with that passive aggressive shit, I could tell all in all, this could actually work out in your favor. Okay. But he seems to me like he's kind of fickle. Like, unless everybody walks the line the way he wants to walk it, he's already starting to think other things. I feel like in some ways he's like quick to have a change of mind in a way. Like I said, I feel like he's much better with horses than he is with people. Okay. And am I correct in saying that he's kind of renowned for being good at what he does? He is covering up. Okay. Yeah, I don't see no like super duper emotion though here as far as okay. All right. Have you ever how I can just how I feel like I want to describe him is you know what mercurial means, right? He feels like with people, he can be mercurial. Like he can commit to a horse, but people like are kind of expendable in a way. Moody. Yeah. He may be spending too much time around horses. Yeah. He may need to he may be better served. I don't know. Yeah. That would get you know what, with him, honestly, anything going that way, I think would get you don't want to start no can of worms with this guy. You don't want to start no can of worms with this guy. Like he's like 1 minute he's like this, the next minute he's like this. It's almost to the point where like you don't know who you're going to run into day to day, even throughout the day. Earlier today he was cool, something happened, he got on the wrong call, he something whatever, and now he's Mr. Asshole again. Yeah, he sounds socially awkward. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't me too him. Okay, don't me too him. Just don't even entertain that thought. I mean, I'm kind of guessing too that he's kind of attracted to you because he's like so committed to his craft. He's all about the horses, and it's like, oh, his genius. Oh, he's such a genius with these horses. But I don't think he'd be quite the genius with your horse. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even cross. Look, there's a reason people say that don't shit where you eat, don't shit where you lay your head. There's a reason why. And if you're going to do that, you need to make sure you have to be able to discern the other side. I think it would just be a fucking nightmare, and it would culminate in you obviously losing your job or walking away from the job. You know, he may not be a horse. He may not. He may have frustrations about that. Every day he's reminded of it. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? It's goblin. Well, just wondered what he felt. No, he does look at you like, yo, like she is good. She's good. One thing I could definitely like, as far as just like, yeah, I just work part time. He does not pay that much. Okay. Yeah, he's like, hey, you know what? She's pretty good. He's one of them kind. Also, he's not just gonna like, you know, um, he's not just gonna compliment his employees just off the bat. Like, but it's almost like, wow, he complimented you. You must really be doing good then. You know, I guess I'm lonely and he's tall. Yeah, it could. Yeah, you never know. Nah, I get it, Michelle. You probably don't have a lot of avenues right now to meet people. I'm pretty sure that he's not really crossing any boundaries too much. Am I right, Michelle? This is just something right now you're kind of thinking because you're like, you know, maybe he could, he did compliment my hair. Oh, mm, you're gonna end up taking over the whole company. I'm gonna own all these horses. Okay. And today he said I have some pretty impressive credentials. Yeah. Yeah. How do you notice? How do you notice? No, he did not, but he backed off on the heart emojis. Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes it's you said he backed off on the heart emojis. What does that mean exactly? Like you sent heart emojis or he was sending heart emojis? Oh, in the future. Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. I gotta go back here. But he does flirt and joke with me. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't doubt he wants to see what it do. You know what I'm saying? He probably wants to see what it do. He don't have much of a life either. You know, you're over here sounding like a fine. You're over here strutting around like a filly. You said the future. Can you repeat it? I can't see. He put hearts on my comments. Ain't it funny now how we read through every little thing? And then I asked for more money, and he said no. Yeah. Okay, the future being what? Could you please remind me? Is it just a future of at your job there, or because I can't find the comments? I can't find your question on there. Hmm. I don't think he's not no ladies' man, though. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know his way around the church. You know? Yes, with him. Okay. Fair enough. What is the future looking like between what is show me right now? What's the probable future for Michelle and Steven? If a man uses emojis all the time incorrectly, it makes me question. Yeah, yeah. No, but he was just hearting the comment. Like, oh, they liked it. Or he loved it. What you called it now. Yeah. Her her yeah. Her choach. Yeah. Um, I think your future should look like employee, employer. That's it. That's what it should look like. Yeah. Thank you, Mel. That's an accurate spelling, also. Short for chocha. Or we can go the other way and say concha. Okay, the shell. Okay. Um, future. Michelle. Steve. Future. Michelle. Steve. What do we have? Future, Michelle, Steve. All right. Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm just going and going. Okay, look. For what I'm seeing here, this is the second time this card came up. I don't know how long you've been there part-time, Michelle. Creta. Of course, but had to ask. Yeah, no. Okay. To me, honestly, this feels like, how long have you been there? But he sought me out. I did not apply for a job with him, so he must have known about me. Maybe so. He sought you out. He was looking at your LinkedIn, huh? He's checking your LinkedIn out, huh? He's like, yeah, it's just me, her, and the horses. Hmm? Okay. Now, I feel this is just what I'm feeling, okay? This is what I'm feeling beginning of July. Oh shit, you ain't really been there. So you know what? I don't really think you're gonna be sticking around too much longer. All right, just hold on real fast here. Okay, so the way it's looking also, you gotta remember if he's an employer, right now most men are nervous as fuck, especially if you're an employer. Like you can lose everything just because you want to flirt with a girl, a woman, right? So I feel like it might get to this point where he may try and like open the door up, but kind of have it where it's almost in a way like you're gonna have to make a move. Okay. But for whatever reason, I just don't feel like that's gonna work out. Okay. There may be a host of different things that happen. Maybe you're like, well, fuck what Shango said. I might just want to see what this guy's working with, you know? Beginning of July. Well, Facebook. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, huh, sure. You like horses. Huh? Oh, I see. I don't know why I gave him an accent. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I feel like in some ways when if you was to kind of like investigate more, okay. Okay, let me just cut to the chase real fast. I feel like eventually here soon, maybe in the next few months or whatever, I feel like you're going to actually you're going to choose, you're going to opt out of this job. I think something else is going to come your way. Okay. Um, you may also be feeling like I'm worth more than this, or I'm giving more to the job than I'm getting paid to do. He asked me if I was a nurse and could do mouth to mouth. Yeah, he's getting spunky there. He's getting spunky. It's funny you're bringing this shit up, you know? Yeah, I'd say that's some, but it's still like most women want a man who can just be direct about shit. They love it. Okay. So right now you're like, okay, are you trying to bust a move? Are you trying to do something or what? Because then women can get in trouble too now. If like she throws himself at him and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We got horses here. Like, yes, I'm for sure already underpaid. Okay, yeah. So so you got her like that, kind of like I don't want to just come off super duper like super whore. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's been a while, and you're tall. You know, and you got him. Who knows? Who knows how he might have cobwebs and dust on his shit. And he's like, man, I might need to see about some of this Riddell action. I might get Riddellized. You know what I'm saying? um, yeah, I just see you leaving though. I see you leaving. And I see that there may be some more flirtation to where the point is you may actually consider spreading your legs to this dude, right? You might think about it. You might even think about what do I got to do? Position it like right in your face, you know, or something like that. But I see you having a change of mind. I think the more you would get to talk with him outside of the confines of horses, uh, you might find yourself getting more turned off, despite the fact that he's tall. Okay. Yeah, that BS of beating around the bush is annoying. Said every woman. Said every woman. All right. But at the same time, y'all are the same ones who are like, don't come on too strong, though. You know, it's like, but I get it. You want it direct, but you want it in a cool way. You don't want it on some creeper fucking like, you know, sexual perv shit, you know. I get that. I get that. I get it. There are a lot of tall men out there. Yeah, she's yeah, but just so you know, Michelle, for your future, I see you leaving that job. I see you getting something else. There's another offer that's gonna come. It may not have anything to do with horses. I don't know if like your whole thing's horses or something. But yeah, it's not gonna do. And as far as him, I feel like there may be more investigation. You're like, you know what? There may still be something here. I might land in this plane real quick. I might do something real quick. Well, he is younger than me and my boss, so not a lot of prospects. Yeah, okay. I definitely see that also a change of heart too. And what ends up happening, what I can see is, I feel like in some ways you discover or something like it's just kind of like, you know how sometimes people look good from afar, but they're far from good. Once you start to kind of get to know them, like knowing other facets of them and their personalities, it's like, man, you're kind of whack. I thought you'd be like, I don't know. I'm fickle too. I told you I'm a lesbian. Okay, I'm a lesbian. Okay, we're like a lesbian. Okay, trapped in a man's body. Okay, so I can be fickle as fuck too. You say the wrong fucking thing. All right, you say the wrong shit. All of a sudden, I'm just like, never mind. I feel like Marcus Graham in Boomerang. Like she was fine as fuck, but did you see her toes? Okay. Why'd you stop fucking with her? Did you see her toes? All right. So yeah, after I quit. All right. Yeah. I mean, the most it's going to be, even if you do it now, if you push the line now, Michelle, I think you're honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like you're going to be disappointed. I feel like you're going to be disappointed. He would probably be the one to start catching feelings and acting weirdo. And he's your boss. So you see how it can get really messy after that. After the first 10, 15 minutes of conversation, you can make up your mind. Exactly. Exactamundo. Just kind of like, nah. Or yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Martin's character said, man, you ain't fucking her feet. For real. Yeah. I swear she could be Miss Graham. Yeah, but I think like if you was to strap a saddle on him one time, I think you'd be disappointed. I think he would be probably more. I think he would be more sprung on you. He might start acting kind of more funny. start violating boundaries, things like that. You should do what you can. Okay, you may not be able to choose what your toes look like. You know, you might have some just ugly shaped toes, but at least keep clean. Right? And at least keep. You know what they say about a woman who takes care of her toes. Okay? She takes care of other things too. All right, takes care of the other thing too. All right. So yeah, that ain't going nowhere. He does like the way you do your job, though. I don't know. You be walking around the stables, Michelle. Huh? You be putting an extra click and clock in your hips. Huh? Can you feel his eyes on you? It was clean. No, it's okay. I appreciate you asking. You know, and being that if you're not, it doesn't seem like you're that attached. So if you're not that attached to it, like I said, mark my words. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully if you do cross the line between, I mean, you two are fucking humans, right? You know, as a man, you're a woman. Parts do interface, you know. So if you do cross the line, I'm hoping it's worth it. I just don't feel like it's worth it for you. Tin can again. Yeah, looking at you like a thoroughbred. Michelle, you got to swing on that back porch. But too cheap to pay more. I said, do you have a swing on your back porch? Well, then I don't know what he's looking at. Okay? All right. I'm about to get up out of here. They're going to keep making me sound like a robot. Also, I think that's Spirit's way of saying, hey, ShanGO, I think you're done. All right. So let me just refresh this, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Shaman. Okay. I'll tell you what. Shimano 5, I'll do one carpool, then I'm out of here. I got Shimano 5, and I'm out of here. Good night. Miss Salah, thank you. All right, Shimano. What we have for Shimano? Shimano 5, Shimano 5, Shimano 5, Shimano 5. Shimano 5. Yeah. Shimano 5. You're manifesting some shit, Shimon. I feel also there's some wealth being created, some other. You know what Spirit is actually saying? I think you kind of already know this. Maybe you're doing this already, but it says to start getting ready for something because something is actually in the process right now of materializing that your shamanic ass has brought about. Okay? Find a much better job. And man, goddamn, y'all are cold, man. Shit. Yeah. Anyways, Shaman, make room. They say you may have some shit you want to throw away because you're creating a vortex. Because you got some other things coming in. Okay. But another thing I feel like you got some money coming in too. Some more money. All right. So what you might want to do with that is start to prepare as far as how you want to strategize making that money make you more money, or how are you going to use that money? You got some money coming in. All right. So that has been. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. Thank you, everybody who has got their Friday unfucked. It was a pleasure unfucking you. Okay, unfucking you. It was ecstatic. Okay. So, anyways, thank you all for joining me. We'll see about coming on tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah. And if I do, I might not be reading cards tomorrow. So, anyways, now he's cold. She needs someone with a steady pulse. Y'all are cold, man. Shit. Anyways, thank you, Michelle. Happy birthday. And we'll see y'all again. Peace.